Hi guys, how are you today? So I just got back from classes and I don't know why, but I was really feeling like filming a video, and so I decided that, well, might as well. Emily is out of town for the whole week, so I decided I was just going to film a quick little video. And as the title already spoils it, I just wanted to talk to you about two things today. The first one is the Booktube-a-thon that's going on from July 15th, I think, or that week in July. And it's actually finals week for me that week, so I was really annoyed because I wanted to participate in the Bout of Books readathon and the other readathons that have been going on, but I've always been in school and it's going to be finals week. But I decided I was going to suck it up and participate and maybe not fulfill all the challenges or read 300 pages a day, but I'm still going to try and do as much as I can, like read as much as I can during that week. And yeah, are you guys going to participate in the readathon? I'm really interested to know about it, so just tell me, and like I'm just excited about it. But yeah, that was the Booktube-a-thon part. And so I feel really bad because I filmed my video on Friday about my book haul, and 2 days later I went to the thrift store and bought 2 books, but I'm going to show you those in a later video. So I already have a book haul coming up, so yay! But yeah, today's theme of this video is the Delirium series. Yay! Yes, I'm going to review these. So it's going to be majorly, the beginning is going to be spoiler free. I'm just going to give you a quick little synopsis, but then I will warn you when the spoilers start. Okay, so the first book in this trilogy by Lauren Oliver is Delirium, and this is a society in which love is considered to be a horrible disease, like really horrible. They make it so you can't love, so when you reach 18 you get a cure which changes you, and it makes you unable to love like even your family members. And yeah, so that's kind of like how the society works. And we follow our main character Lena, who is super excited. She's 17. She only has a couple days until the cure, and she is so excited about it. She talks about it, she counts down the days. It's like, yes, the cure. And so she has her best friend Hannah, who is a little bit more of a rebel, and she's like, oh, don't let them change you, blah blah. But yeah, Lena's like, whatever, I want that cure. And until one day she meets someone, and that's how things change. That's basically all I can tell you without spoiling. So if you haven't read this series or Delirium or whatever, I would say quit this video now and come back. Once you do, go read it now, just right now. Exit this window and go read it or buy it. Yes. And then come back once you've read it, and then we can discuss it. I will see you guys that haven't read this later. Bye. And then you guys who've read this. So, Delirium. I absolutely freaking love this book. It's a 5-star. It's one of my favorite books I've ever read. I loved Hannah and Lena and Alex and all these characters that we were introduced to. I loved how we saw Lena change. That is one thing that I love in books, when they're not like, oh, I'm like this, and then all of a sudden I'm like this. No, like, she has a hard time. She's still saying, I'm not going to go there for anything, but she does, and I just love the way she evolves in this book, and I'm so in love with this book, so in love. I was really upset at the ending. I was like, what? Like, you can't just leave me like that, just like, he's dead? I don't even know, I was so upset. I was just like, no, Alex! I love Alex. He's such a good character, such a nice guy. I just absolutely I just love this book. Honestly, when I finished it, it took me a little bit to get in because I have this mass production book. I was like, oh, it's a big book. But yeah, it took me a little bit to get into, but maybe the first 20 pages I was like, I don't know. But then absolutely loved it. I finished this super quickly, and I freaking love it. Yes, just love it. second book in the series is Pandemonium. And I was scared because with series, usually the second book tends to be like just this little like first book, third book, oh yeah, and there's a second book. I need to write something to take you from one to the other. Not the case with Pandemonium. I was so excited to meet these new characters like Raven and Tag and all these people. I was just like, yes, I am in love with these people. I love Raven. She's so strong. So she kicks some butt and I like that. And I love how Lena goes from grief and like, oh my gosh, I'm not gonna survive without Alex, and how she works it, how she like runs and she's like at this corner he will be there, and that's what pushes her. I love to see that. I love her change in this book. I just love Lena, like just love her. She is like, she's not this scared little girl like she was at the beginning of Delirium anymore. She's like strong and does these things and like escapes and with Julian, and I love it. I love how she evolves. I love Raven. I love all these characters, and I really like Julian. At first I was like, I knew boy, Alex is the only one for you, girl. But then Julian really grew on me, and I thought their relationship was really cute. And yeah, I don't know, like it was a really good book. I gave this one a 5 out of 5 too, because I thought it was just as good as Delirium, if not better. I don't know, like they're not even similar. That's the thing, like they're super good. Both of them are like awesome, but in a very different way, and that's why I just love Pandemonium just as much, if not more, than Delirium. Like, they're amazing. And at the end, of course, Alex comes back, and I was like, yes, time for some action, know what's gonna happen. And I finished Pandemonium, and I didn't have Requiem at the time, and I was just like, okay, do I want to buy it on Amazon and get it for cheaper? Do I want to like wait and just like, I don't know, I couldn't wait. Like, I thought about the plot like all the time. It's all I could think of for days. And then I finally like kind of stopped thinking about it, but I purchased Requiem, as you may have seen in my last haul. And I started Requiem on Saturday morning, and I didn't really read that much. I read 30 pages in it. I kind of was hungover from another book that I read, and so I was like, okay, 30 pages is okay for a first day. So I'm going to take like a good week to read this book. But yeah, I finished it like 2 days ago. I finished it on Tuesday at 2 a.m. So technically Wednesday. Let's just say Tuesday. Okay? Yeah. Like I went to all my classes and everything, but I finished it so quickly. I devoured this book. I absolutely loved it. It was so like from the first sentence on, I was like, oh my gosh, I want to know what happens. I was flipping through the pages. I was just like reading like a mad person. Like Emily saw me, she's like, oh my gosh, you're getting through these so quickly through that book. I was like, it's so good. And honestly, I loved the book. The book was great. Like Lena, like my friend Elske, I will link her review somewhere. She was telling us how like we got to see the real Lena, because in the first book she's like this like, oh, scared, and then she's gonna escape. In the second one it's the grief part, but here it's real Lena, like kick butt, I'm gonna like do these things, I want to be part of the revolution, of the resistance, I want to be part of all this. And yeah, like I loved Lena in this book. She didn't annoy me at all, which is kind of weird because sometimes I get really annoyed at like female characters in books. I wasn't. I loved her. I was kind of annoyed at Alex for a while. I was like, come on, stop being so bratty about all this. Like, she thought you were dead. Did you really want her like to mourn over you forever? Like, she has to get over you at some point. Yeah, granted, it was pretty quick. It was like not even a year, but then it's like you couldn't really expect her to just be like dying of like sadness because you died. Like, she literally thought you were dead. She didn't know, and it's not her fault that she kind of started liking Julian. But I still loved Alex just as much as I always do, because I am Team Alex all the way. But I really felt bad for Julian in this book, because I was like, you poor little guy, like, you had the life. Like, you were rich, you were living it, like, you had everything you wanted, and then you, like, follow this girl, and you fall in love, and she drags you along to the wilderness, where there's nothing, where you're gonna starve and, like, not shower or in anything, and then she doesn't even care about you. Like, I would feel really, like, annoyed if that happened to me, if I followed a boy and then he's like, just kidding, my little girlfriend's here, and I like her better, and I'd be like, cool, bro, like, what? I just felt bad for Julian, but I still wanted Lena and Alex to end up together, which, by the way, the ending. It's 2 in the morning, and I was like, wait, I have 2 pages left in this book. How is she, like, gonna... How? And so I read, and I was like, wait, what? What? What happened? Did you, like, not have time to finish it? You know, yeah. Okay, I think I've heard some people say that we don't really know what happens to the, like, resistance movements, not because you break walls that you, like, change the world. And I agree with that. Like, it doesn't say that, like, they don't all get caught and shot, but I feel like I liked how she ended it because it does hint at, like, yes, we broke down these walls and it's gonna work. Like, I really like how she ended the whole, I guess, like, system, like, how the country, government, that's the word I'm looking for. I like how she ended the whole government issues. I like that. I didn't like that we didn't get any closure from Hannah, because I was like, yes, she's escaping Hannah. I loved Hannah in this book. First of all, I was happy that Hannah was back, because I love Hannah and I missed her all during Pandemonium. And I was so glad that Hannah was back in Requiem and that the cure didn't work for her, because that's what I expected. I didn't expect her to be cured and be like a zombie. I loved how she rebelled kind of. I loved that she left Fred. I just loved it. Absolutely loved Hannah in this book. Hannah is just like, yes, I love Hannah. Even though I haven't read this short story, so I was really annoyed when I found out that she had told on Lena and Alex, but whatever, I still love Hannah. So I was really expecting her to join them and be with Lena, but I kind of was sad that we didn't get any closure on that, but you kind of guess it. But what really annoyed me was the love triangle. You don't put a love triangle in a book and you don't, like, resolve it. I was just like, no, we want to know who she ends up with. Like, but yeah, that was kind of annoying a little bit, but I still love this book. Like, absolutely love it. I gave it a 4 just because I didn't get the closure I expected, but other than that, I absolutely love this book. So all in all, this is an amazing series. This has totally made it to one of my favorite series ever. If I haven't read the short stories yet, so I'm even like the Alex one, I'm still going to read it, the one that's in the back of Pandemonium, of Requiem, I'm going to read it right now. But yeah, like, I haven't read the short stories, which I am going to read them, but all in all, this is an amazing series. It has become one of my favorite series ever, and I will reread these. I know it, just because I love them so much, and I'm going to miss all these characters, so I'm going to go back to it. It's definitely, like, yeah, it is one of my top favorite series. At the end of the year, I'm going to do a top my favorite series tag or something, and I just love these. They're amazing. Some of your favorite characters do die, like I forgot to mention that. I was really sad when Raven died. I was really, really sad, but yeah, like, I love this series. Definitely check it out. Well, if you're still here at this point, you have already checked it out. Yeah. But yeah, I love this book series. It's amazing. And yeah, that is going to be it for today. If you have any reviews that you want, I was thinking of making one for Daughter of Smoke and Bone, because I feel like not many people have read it, and I absolutely loved it. So yeah, if you have any requests, send them my way, and I will definitely film it. And yeah, if there's anything else, just tell me if you're participating in the Booktube-a-thon and all those things. And thanks so much for your support. We're almost at 300 subscribers, and wow, thank you so much. It's just amazing. I don't even know. Like, I love you guys. I love talking to you. That's why I was just like, today I was like, I want to film. So yeah, you guys have a wonderful day, and I will talk to you soon. Bye!